This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.
So if Nick Caserio say, hey, DJ, out of these 4 first-round quarterbacks, which one would you take and why? Who would you take right now, today?
In all honesty, if Nick hadn't fired 2 coaches back-to-back, like, let's say this was his – let's say we all felt like he had more job security, like, beyond, like, this year and next year. I would say go Anthony Richardson because, like, I'd rather swing for the fences, get a guy, like, that has those type of physical – like, his traits are rare. Like, Will Levis has good traits, very good traits, but, like, Anthony Richardson's traits are rare. And, like, it was clear that Anthony Richardson was put on earth to play quarterback. Like, that was his destiny by God to play quarterback in the NFL. But, again, like, on this play-to-play – like, his highlights are great, but his play-to-play
very inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? Right. But then again, it goes kind of into, like, the study and, like, was that more a synopsis or more of a, you know, because of the offense he was in and the talent that was around him? Because at Florida, he didn't have very good talent. And was the scheme around him built that way to kind of compensate for the fact that he didn't have NFL wide receivers or even all SEC receivers?
I think last year was the only year he had a quarterback coach. Am I correct?
I believe so. Something like I believe so. Like, you know, like, we don't really. There's a lot that kind of goes into why he looked as raw as he did that last year. But again, when you just watch just some of the and another thing that's really good about him is he's a natural mover in the pocket. Mm-hmm. Like, he can evade the rush while keeping his eyes downfield with ease. You know, that's something that actually I've been told and I've talked about that actually can't be taught. Like, either you have natural feel in the pocket or you don't. Like, it's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you can improve it, but you can't really get it to the way you need it to be good in that category. So if Nick Caserio had more job security, along with obviously you have DeMeco Ryans, then I would say Anthony Richardson. But obviously, after firing 2 coaches and you got basically 7 wins in 2 years, I would say if I had to choose between Bryce or Stroud, I probably would lean towards Stroud, simply because, like, we've never seen a guy at Bryce's size play quarterback at a high level. Like, Bryce's size and athletic ability, because, like, Bryce is, like, he can move around a little bit, but, like, it's not like he's not Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. Like, he basically has to play exactly like Drew Brees, Tua Tagovailoa to an extent, to be able to have success in the NFL. Like, if he try to play like Kyler Murray, he'll be out the NFL at 2026. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because, like, he's a small guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's listed at 6 foot, but he's probably weighing under 6 foot. He'll probably weigh in around 200. But again, like, he doesn't have the wheels that Russell Wilson had coming out, or what's his face, or Kyler Murray had coming out. But when you remove the physical ability, the physical traits or stature, Bryce kind of does everything you want in a quarterback. So that's what makes it so polarizing. Because, like, Bryce was 6'2" or 6'1", 210, it wouldn't even be a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Bryce does everything you want. Those with anticipation, has accuracy, has good pocket feel, can play make, can go off script. Like, he can do everything, has good enough arm. It's just that he's tiny. So that's the conundrum, you know? Like, do you want to take that risk? Because, again, like, having, like, covered the NFL team for the past couple of years, like, I see why size matters in the NFL. Like, it makes sense. Like, this is a gladiator sport. It's a bunch of car crashes, play after play after play. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we see guys' bodies break down left and right, and the guys that can survive, for the most part, are usually physically built to handle the pounding.
This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.